You kids today, you got your Netflix, your MySpace. You can hit a button and watch any movie you want to at any time of the day. For us, we had to watch still images on the wall. Probably one of the most asked questions I get, well, other than, hey Junkman, are you retarded? Is people asking me, hey Junkman, how did you watch Star Wars before Netflix, before DVDs, before VHSs? What did you do? Well, we had to use kind of our imagination because we would watch still images on the wall thanks to Kenner Gibbons Show. And it wasn't just Star Wars related. We watched $6 Million Man slideshow. Watched a lot of cartoons from the 70s. Some kids in the 60s even watched stuff like, I don't know, whatever kids watched in the 60s. And even into the 80s. And then, I guess when VHS movies started really popping off, that was a thing of the past. Not only did we have to watch pictures on the wall, we of course had the Viewmaster. Click, click, click. You could see 3D images. You had the movie viewer, where you could act like you was the film projector man. And we did have 75mm, 7mm, I don't know, some kind of millimeter film where you could run it through a film projector and get something. I don't do very good sound effects, sorry. I'm not that dude from Police Academy, Steve Guttenberg. Now that guy can make some good sounds. But today we're going to look at Kenner's Gibbons Show because it started out really good, aimed for kids. And then when it got successful, they got a little carried away with it, which a lot of toy companies do. They push it out there. They say, hey, let's get the teen market. Let's get the adult market. Let's get the senior citizens. Maybe even said that. So let's look at some Kenner Gibbons Show. And we'll start with the one we know this one, Star Wars. You put the little slides in there and you get to watch Star Wars. Now this isn't seen from the movie, it's cartoons from the movie. But in your mind, you couldn't just watch Star Wars anytime. So anytime you got any little glimpse of Star Wars, it was cool pickings. And you were like, cool, Star Wars in my own bedroom. I can remember having one of these. I had The Empire Strikes Back. And I would lay in the bed, shine up at the wall, the ceiling at night, and go through it like that and watch it. Brings back a lot of good memories. And how about this one right here? Some man getting tied down. This is one from the 60s for sure. But you can see even the kids of the 60s have fun looking at still images on their bedroom wall. And then we got, call my buddy Russ over. He likes to watch Popeye. And you could, right there. But Popeye, he can eat spinach. To me, that's the best superhero of them all because I don't know anybody that would eat spinach on purpose. Oh. And then Superman. Of course you had to have Superman. Can you believe a man can fly? I can if it's a cartoon picture on my wall. This is awesome. And look at the box. It's always a boy and a girl having fun. A brother and sister having fun. Watching cartoon images on the wall. How about The Empire Strikes Back? I said I had it, and there's a picture of it. That's not me. I wish it was. But like me, he's watching it by himself. He doesn't have a sister to watch it. Well, he might have a sister. I don't know his backstory. I don't know what his mom and dad did. I don't know nothing about him. But he didn't have a sister to watch this with because I didn't either. How did they have a sister? She wasn't going to watch Gibbons Show. No, she wasn't. And what about this one? Oh, man, the Riverdale gang is at it again. Archie, Jughead, Veronica, Betty, Mr. Weatherby, they're all here and they're all on your wall with the Archie Gibbons Show. More like, who gives a yeah, what about this one? How about this one? Fat Albert. Look how fat he is. That bike's about to disappear in the crack of his ass. Whew, that is one big, fat Albert. And then, sadly, yeah, Scooby-Doo. Anybody watch this channel know I'm not a fan of Scooby-Doo? It's the same episode over and over again. But you could see Scooby-Doo surfing on your wall with the Scooby-Doo Kenner Gibbons Show. What about the $6 Million Man? Here he is, as a cartoon. Still wearing his red jumpsuit. It's the $6 Million Man Gibbons Show. Man, exciting times. And how about this one right here? Hey, Mom, I want to see some pussy on the wall. Well, here you go with the Josie and the Pussycats Gibbons Show. Oh, awesome, right? This could be for girls or horny little boys. But you can see, they were aiming for mostly small kids, 8 to 10, somewhere in that range. But greedy, like most toy companies, decided to get a little greedy. I guess that's what I was looking for. And decided to, try to go with what was popular. First, they turned to television. And of course, they were doing the cartoons already. That was popular. But they wanted to reach a more mature audience. 13, 15, 16. So what did they do? First, they took popular television show and made them into give-a-show projectors. Like this one here of Sanford & Son. I didn't know about this one, but as a fan of Sanford & Son, I would have loved this one. Especially if they did a slideshow about the time they helped a gay guy move a piano. Oh, what a classic episode that was. And how about this one? You can see this one probably could reach the teens right here. Welcome back, Carter. Bring a note from your mother because Epstein's going to have a picture on your wall slideshow adventure. I don't know. That didn't make any sense. But then they went with All in the Family. It was a big hit, so you might understand why. But I can't imagine many kids watching All in the Family slideshow. You have to be a meathead to watch that. And then they got a little bit more serious with the TV dramas of the 70s. Kojak. Now, yeah, we watched Kojak, but we watched it because our dad watched Kojak while he drank that Pabst Blue Ribbon out of a can. Whew, good nights, good nights. But you didn't watch Kojak because you wanted to. Sure, you might have liked it, but come on. It was for more of adults. So I don't know who was watching this, and especially not MASH. MASH Give a Show? Come on now. Come on, do you really need that much money, Kenner? MASH Give a Show. But, yeah, like I said, they just want after more and more of the audience. Look at this one right here. Barnaby Jones? Who wants to watch a 95-year-old detective? I know I don't. I guess it's the 70s. I guess when your mom and dad, when you were out with your friends, your mom and dad had a key party, and I guess the friends came over and watched Barnaby Jones pictures on the wall. But as I said, they went after that market. They went for the kids, they went for the teens, and then they started getting the adults. CBS Even News with Walter Cronkite? Come on now! It doesn't have audio. I didn't know if I mentioned this. This thing doesn't have audio, just 16 slides. Who wants to see 16 slides of Walter Cronkite? Roger Mudd? Now that'd be a different story. And look at this one. The Today Show. Doesn't even have Katie Couric on it. Yeah, and then, believe it or not, the Dick Cavett Show. I guess you got to have your friends all over if you're an adult and you're like, hey, did you see this episode? I don't know. Who would want to watch slideshows of the Dick Cavett Show over and over? He didn't even put up any text so you could figure out what they were talking about. But they did more than just television shows. They moved on to movies and tried to get that younger audience there with the Apple and Dumpling Gang. The Apple Dumpling Gang. Maybe it's a classic. It's just one of those things I won't never watch because the name of it sounds so stupid. Kind of like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I ain't watching it because of the stupid name. But again, they got the kid audience and they wanted to get a little more teenage audience, so they released Smokey and the Bandit Give a Show. I wish I knew about this one. This one I would have bought. Give a Show Smokey and the Bandit. It made me want to go home and punch my mama in the mouth. But they got greedy again. They wanted more than just the teens, so they released Jaws Give a Show. Jaws. Isn't Jaws rated R? Not it should be, because I saw boobies in that movie, I think. And then what about this? Woody Allen Give a Show? Annie Hall, a movie I hated just because it won an Academy Award for Best Picture, and I was like, Star Wars should have won. But Annie Hall, what parent is watching Annie Hall's slideshow projector? Doesn't make much sense, does it? Well, I guess it makes more sense than watching Kramer versus Kramer. I guess this is the way to show your kids, hey, mom and dad's getting divorced. Hey, go get your Give a Show. We're going to show you a slide. Look at this happy couple. Slide. Oh, they're arguing. Slide. Oh, look, you're making your parents mad because you're a big disappointment. Slide. Uh-oh, they got a divorce. Uh-oh, they're in court fighting over who gets you. Oh, it looks like Kramer or the other Kramer. They both don't want you. Kramer and Kramer slideshow? Ugh, come on, Kenner. But they wasn't happy. No. They wanted to try to get every adult they could. Because they released behind the green door. I don't even know what the door is or why it's green or what was behind it. But if it looks like anything like this, I don't want to see behind it because I know what's going to be behind it. A big 70s bush. Ugh. They even released Deep Throat. Deep Throat, give a show. You think that's bad enough? They released whatever this is. I don't even want to look at it, so we're going to move on to when they started making more personal stuff. Celebrities and everybody started having their own slideshow. What? Slideshows went crazy. Started as fun. Cartoons on your wall. Then they started showing Kojak. Kramer versus Kramer slideshows. Oh. And then porn? Did you have any slideshows? Let me know if you like watching these. Back in the day before we had Netflix and movies at our fingertips.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.